Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new paper crafting video. In today's video, I am hopping along with the other designers from the Not Too Shabby shop celebrating their August release. I get to play with the box of the month. I already did an unboxing of all the things in this month's box. It's amazing. It's linked for you below in case you want to see up close and personal all the cool things in this box. Now, to make today's cards, I'm using Kendra's Card Challenge number 15 because the Not Too Shabby shop is actually one of their sponsors for this 3-month challenge. I wanted to show you this super cool bag that was recommended to me by Shanna of Caffeinated Craftiness, a fellow YouTuber, but it's a document zipper bag from the dollar store. Put your challenge in the front and I'll show you how I'm going to use the zipper pocket. So here's the paper pad I'm using today. Let's have s'mores. And I'm going to be doing 3 patterns today, cutting them with the PDF tutorial from Kendra's Card Challenge number 15. This is how I cut paper number 1, just as it's shown on the tutorial, and then you take your cut pieces and you use them for the cards indicated on that tutorial. So paper number 1 is going to make cards 1, 2, and 3. I labeled some clear envelopes, put the pieces that go with that card in that envelope, and then I'm putting my envelopes in the zipper pocket. Now let's do a paper number or letter B. This is how it is cut based on the directions, and then this is going to be for cards 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have all those envelopes and I'm going to put them in order. They're already numbered and I'm going to put them in the zipper pocket. I'm also going to do the cutting directions for paper C. This one is a lot more complicated, a lot more pieces, but the directions are so easy. There's a little scissors on there that shows you right where to start cutting. So I've cut that, and one of the pieces you're supposed to cut a 3-inch circle out of, that's going to be for card number 6, which is actually the card I'm going to make first today. But now I have all my envelopes ready. I can easily pull them out and make other cards. Now I am going to change up the sketch a little bit. There's supposed to be a sentiment right there, but you'll see how it turns out. Okay, so we're going to start out with some ephemera that matches this paper pad. Let's have s'mores, and that's going to be the focal point of my card today instead of a stamped image. The s'mores in this kit, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. And I show every single piece of the ephemera in my unboxing video if you're interested. All right, so now I am layering up the 3 circles that are the size indicated on the card sketch. So any other pieces in the card sketch that are going to go with your cut pieces of patterned paper are spelled out for you in the PDF guide. Now you can get this PDF for free. It's downloadable at Kendra's Card Challenge, and then there's sponsors every month. So if you play along, you could maybe win a prize from the Not Too Shabby shop because they're one of the sponsors. So check that out at Kendra's Card Challenge if you would like to do that. Okay, next I'm going to add a little face to my s'more, and I'm inspired based on the little marshmallow that also has a face. So I'm just drawing it. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger. I am not great at drawing. That's why I stamp. But I feel like anything can be saved with some rosy cheeks. Yeah, so I used my R20 marker and gave my little s'more some rosy cheeks. And then because I was already being crazy and drawing on my ephemera, I decided to go ahead and make my own custom sentiment. Like just write it. And I didn't hate it. It's not terrible. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Well, maybe a little. I maybe did lose a little sleep over the sentiment. For one thing, I never put like the apostrophe after the S. Still, to this day, haven't done it. I'm going to go back and do that probably before I send it, you know? All right, so then I trimmed it down. I'm going to put it onto the card, and I had to walk away for like a day. A whole day. And then I came back to it and decided it needed a little bit of stitching. That's what it needed, or a little doodling. So I did this kind of line, dot, 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 all the way around, and then I was happy. Yeah, sometimes you gotta walk away from the card and come back, right, when inspiration strikes you. So that's what I did, and it all worked out just fine. I like how it turned out. And then I also wanted to add a little bit more on the inside. So it says, I love you, s'more, and then I'm gonna put happy camper on the inside. So I'm kind of making a set of 3 love notes today because I'm gonna do 3 different cards. All of them are gonna be with Kendra's Card Challenge. Now I know I was supposed to use the easy die number 2 that just came out. However, it is sold out. I didn't want to share it with you if it's something you couldn't immediately buy. So I'll be sharing those with you very soon. Stay tuned for that. So instead, I decided to use Kendra's card challenge because, you know, it's super fun and it's quick and easy. Like, you don't have to be really in the mojo to make cards. All right, so next I'm going to do card number 4. It has 2 like equal size pieces of pattern paper, and you're going to put those together and make a panel in the center of the card. I decided to tape them together to make it a little bit easier to center them on my card base because there is quite a bit of a border around them, and eyeballing that with one and then adding the other felt just too much for me. So I taped them together, glued them down. I added a piece of fun foam glitter, which is the same glittered craft foam that I used to make the hearts on my first card. I'll link it for you below. All right, so then we have our panel that goes in the center of the card, which is 3 inches by 2 inches. I did a little spritz on there in walnut stain and heat set that before gluing it down to its matte and white. And then the center of the focal point of this one is going to be some little marshmallows. I think they're really cute, but they also needed faces, and I was feeling much braver after doing card number 1, so I just like went for it. I made this smiley face, and he kind of has like a little half smile, and I tried to make the half circles for their eyes a little bit different shaped. One's a little more rounded, one's a little longer, just to kind of give them their own character, you know. And then the rosy cheeks, you gotta have the rosy cheeks. I glued the 2 together, and then I'm gonna pop them up just like I popped up the square over that craft foam. And I know this card is gonna have a lot of dimension, but I sometimes cannot help myself. I just think things look so much better popped up. I like fat cards, and I cannot lie. Yeah. All right, so let's add some more glitter craft foam hearts to this because they're so cute, the brown glitter. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the inside of the card. I have a separate panel. Because this card is such a dark brown, I'm going to add a lighter color to the inside to make it easier to write on, and I stamped "Let's Get Toasted." And then I added some toasty marshmallows with the same faces as the ones on the outside. So here's another fun little love note with the s'mores theme. I love it. We have a fire pit in our backyard. We're all about s'mores. So there you go, card number 2 with Kendra's Card Challenge sketch number 4. And there it is. So cute. Okay, let's do one more card. Are you ready? Do you have time? Let's do card number 1. Now, I've already done some of these card sketches before, so if you're interested, check out my playlist or my channel for more Kendra's Card Challenge. But I thought, since I'd already made this before, which by the way, I made a shaker out of my first one, I thought I would take that focal point square and turn it on its side and make it more like a diamond. So of course, I thought, why not pop it up? Let's do that. I'm feeling very dimensional today. And so I did that. Now, I did actually get it a little closer to the bottom of the panel than the top. Sometimes you just got to go with it. You know, it's a handmade card. It's going to be okay. There's bigger problems in the world. These are the things I say to myself to make myself feel better about my card making. And then instead of doodling this time, I stamped "S'more Than Friends" on top of the ephemera piece that I'm using. Now you can see these are just a little bit different in size. The one I'm gluing down is a little bit smaller than this one on the right that I stamped on. I'm going to pop that one up with some foam squares, you know, because I'm all about the double popping up on these cards. That's what I'm doing. I like it. I'm going with it. And did you notice that the square I'm sticking everything down on, that white square, is white glitter paper? So I couldn't get enough glitter. I felt like we needed to repeat that feel of glitter. So I took some glaze. I'm covering the heart, and then I was like, hey, I mean, why limit myself to just one thing that can be glittered when there's all this other cute stuff? So I put the glaze onto the marshmallow parts, the parts on the s'more and the one on the stick, and then I just tapped on from this little measuring spoon some rock candy glitter, because you know, when you have that much rock candy glitter, you should be putting glitter on like every single card, just all of the cards. rock candy glitter, all the things. Okay, I had a little scrap left over for from the background of this card. I decided to put it on the inside. There is a sketch number 1. I did add a sentiment to the inside, or no, actually an extra ephemera piece I added to the inside because that's another great use of your ephemera pieces. So there we have card number 3, which is actually Kendra's card challenge sketch number 1. All right, so there's all 3 of my cards. I really find inspiration from using the sketches and kind of making them my own, making little changes based on the products that I'm using. Like I really felt I needed to add some things or turn some things on a lot of these cards. So it's just a ton of fun. If you've not done a sketch challenge before, check out Kendra's card challenge and be sure to not only hop along with us, but check out the giveaway below and the new release at the Not Too Shabby Shop, because they have a stamp set of the month, the paper pad of the month, the junior box. You're going to want to check out all the fun things before they're gone. So check out the Not Too Shabby Shop. I have a link for that for you in the description box as well. And I'll see you all again very soon. Happy stamping. Bye.